Hello, Bethany Church family. Boy, here we are. We're still struggling through this pandemic. And this week in particular, my family is in an abundance of caution, semi-quarantine, as one of my family members has been exposed to someone who tested positive. So we're in a season of waiting, and we'll be getting a test done this week, and then we'll be waiting some more for those results. But I feel like all of us are in a season of waiting as we wait for this vaccine that's about to come out. And we've been struggling through this pandemic and all of the losses that everyone's experienced, and the changes and the limitations. And for some, it's been harder than others, depending on your circumstances. And so, yeah, it's been hard and we're waiting. And that reminds me of Advent, because Advent is a season of waiting. The people of Israel were going through an oppression that far exceeds anything that we're dealing with right now, but they were severely oppressed by the Romans. And they were a people group that had been oppressed by other peoples for many years. And so this oppression by the Romans was quite severe, and it was a political oppression. And really on all fronts, they were taxed heavily. The Israelites were heavily taxed. And if they didn't pay those heavy taxes, then they could be thrown in jail. Their children could be taken from them. And there were all kinds of very, very severe consequences to this oppression. And so the Israelites were waiting for the Messiah, because in their scriptures, they were told about a Messiah that would come and set them free. And so they were waiting and anticipating, and their waiting was full of sorrow and joy, because they knew the Messiah would be such a game changer. He would be the one who would set them free, but yet they were struggling so severely. And I feel like, in a sense, this Christmas, we can relate to that just a little bit, of what it's like to long for relief from suffering, and long and strive to maintain our hope, yet just feeling that sadness as well that we've been from the losses and the struggle that we've endured. So one of the songs that comes to mind during the Advent season at the beginning is the song, O Come, Emmanuel. So I wanted to read that to you, and then end with a scripture that about the Messiah that gives us hope this Christmas season. So, O come, Emmanuel says, O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, desire of nations, bind all peoples in one heart and mind, and bid envy, strife, and quarrel cease. Fill the whole world with heaven's peace. O come, thou dayspring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. And then I'll read the hope that we have in the Messiah, our Christ, as I read from Isaiah chapter 9. For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will